Morning, evening, or good night to lovely people watching. Noxels here. In today's video, we shall be speaking about experience, friends, influence, energy drinks, and alcohol. Last part, energy drinks, influence, and alcohol. Your environment plays a massive role on who you become and what you want to become. Example, in the gym is an environment where people are focused on training, socializing, and building bonds. Some people are there for building strength, mobility, muscle mass. Everyone does it for each individual specific reasons, and that's fine. You also increase your socialization capacity and experience in talking to girls and men in general. That's what I like about the gym. No one's there is going to try to bite your head off. If you're fat, skinny, or whatever kind of size you are, nobody gives a shit. Nobody bats an eye because it's a place where everyone is kind of equal, if it makes sense. Where it's like, oh, okay, I'm training this amount of reps, this amounts of weights, because that's all I can do because of my heart condition, just as an example. But the influence there is like, for example, the men, or a period of time I used to be on like a caffeine addiction, where just like, yeah, the pump feels amazing, my heart is pumping, my nervous system is awake and shit like that. And then the influence of energy drinks started to catch up to me. I remember it was one day where I was lacking sleep. And I was thinking, you know what, today I want to test how much caffeine I can indulge. So I went overboard. It was like 3 energy drinks, 2 scoops of pre-workout, and a cup of coffee all in one day. And I noticed something. Not only did I shit a fuck ton, but I also noticed that this thing, the heart, the motor of the body, it started to hurt. And I was like, yeah, it was a great workout. I got a shit ton of PRs, but the after effect was, damn, I got this stabbing sensation in my chest, in my heart, where it was just like, oh fuck. And it started to hurt too. After that moment on, I started to dial back on caffeine. And since my body was so used to caffeine, right, the influence on my body, it was like, damn. I started to slowly stabilize, but it took a while for me to step down, just like, okay, no more energy drinks, only coffee, and only maximum like 2 cups a day. Now I'm used to it, and it makes a lot of sense. We're just like, okay, my body's not mounted, or as actually, it's not created for this amount of caffeine. And the influence, I'm not what is it called, complaining or saying that it is the gym's fault and it's the people's fault. No, I just got influenced and I decided to join in on the caffeine addiction. Now the gym had a massive influence on me, so did my friends too in the gym. But when I started to take control back of my life, I was just like, this is not actually what I want. I want to live a long, prosperous life. And by doing so, I need to give up the caffeine addiction of energy drinks and sort of thing like that, and dial it down like 90%. And that's like an example of an environment where just like caffeine, energy drinks, friends, and has an effect on you too, where like they speak about it, just like, oh, do you want a scoop of pre-workout? Do you want some electrolytes or whatever? No, man, I'm good. And if you can stand your ground by saying, you know what, no, I don't want to, and that's fine. If you don't want to use tobacco, energy drinks, drink alcohol like everyone else does, like, what is it now, like pretty much every weekend it's like, what, social standard, where just like you go out drinking with your friends, you go to have parties and have fun, stay up until like 2-3 a.m. in the morning, and then have a hangover on a Sunday and stuff like that. Over to the next step, alcohol and influence. friends and memories. I got a lot of memories of drinking with the boys, getting blackout drunk and passing out on the couch and stuff like that. During that time, it was fun. But as I started to grow older, I started to realize that, this thing isn't really for me. Many people my age that spend their early 20s like drinking, having fun, going out partying, fucking and stuff like that, and not realizing what kind of detrimental effects it'll have in your 30s and 40s, where like if you continue to do drinking and be influenced by everyone else, you'll live a life like you'll spend your 30s kind of recovering from your 20s. And I spent one and a half a year or something like that drinking, having fun, and being like everyone else. And I started to realize I'm not getting anywhere with this. I used to be skinny, and I mean skinny like weighing like 50-60 kilos, like at the age of 19-20. I kind of had it and I wanted to change. So I started going to the gym, building muscle, getting a routine, and fixing everything that I kind of broke, like shitty, what is it called? No business, no real income or whatever. And to be fairly honest, I was influenced, and a lot of the memories that I have of these friends, right, they're still doing the same sort of thing. They're still drinking. They haven't changed anything. And when I started to remove myself from that environment, the influence and the effect that I had when I left, do you know what they did? They spoke shit about me because I was changing. I was leaving the environment that I liked the most and going to an environment that I didn't really see myself ever going to. So when you switch from A to B, right, a lot of people speak about you, either great or shitty. And when I joined the gym community, when I started to ask for help, like how do I bench press correctly? How do I do this exercise correctly for my back? And how do I do lat down, pull down? The boys, the men there actually, they were so helpful. They were so kind. They didn't bat an eye for a second. They just lended me a hand because they know how it was when they started off. The drinking community that I left was toxic. Drinking community in general is just toxic, to be fairly honest with you. But I'm not saying that, oh, okay, do exactly what I did. I'm just giving you an example of something that I did in order to progress in life. Like, okay, I'm leaving this behind. I'm creating my own path, a new sort of way, and I want to influence you in a great way. If you watch me and you want to be influenced me, I appreciate that, but I'm not trying to tell you become exactly like me, do this steps by step. No, I'm just saying that do the things that you want. Like episode 1, happiness, like you got to do the things that makes you happy. Episode 2 was happiness. Episode 1 was anger. Like we got to get control of our own life. The only person that we can control is our own self. Like me squeezing this is my brain telling my nervous system to tell my hand to move this, and it takes like a fraction of a second to do. And influence, just one last thing. Food. Everything we consume, basically imagine this. Our heart is the motor to the entire body, pumps blood all the time. Our brain is like the navigation system, like the wheel, right? You're deciding, okay, we're taking a left, we're taking a right, we're going straight ahead, we're backing up. And then the food we take in is the fuel. We're like, if you eat garbage, you will feel like garbage. I ate junk food when I was on vacation. When I came home, I felt groggy, shitty, sleep deprived. I ate 2 eggs when I got home from, from vacation. And boom, just like that, my brain just, proteins, carbs, vitamins, minerals, shit like that is in an egg. Stuff that was important for my body. And we just got wide awake immediately, just like that. And I appreciated that like that. But I've created this, okay, I'm eating this. I'm being influenced by the environment around me, by the people that you hang out with. Will have an influence on you. I hope this made you get a better understanding of creating memories with friends, influenced by environment, and Red Bull and energy drinks and alcohol in general. I'm not saying that stop going partying, stop drinking alcohol, stop drinking Red Bull. I mean more like just take back control of your life, like drinking a glass of whiskey every now and then. It's not going to kill you, but drinking every single weekend will kill you. But of course, everything will kill us, like eating too many eggs, drinking too much water. I get it. But I mean, more like if you can save your own body for future you, like if I stretch out daily, I will most likely be flexible in my 30s, 40s, and when I pass the age 50 mark, right, I will be more flexible than the people that are same age to me because they ended up following a path that was kind of bad for them in the long run. It is you versus you. Fuck everyone else, but seek guidance when you need it. Take care.